Big old black snake. But hey, what's going on? We got the roof totally done. Roof's totally done on the front half. I figured out a couple ways to get more light in here by running with the PVC roofing. I'm maybe to get some clear pieces, and I don't want too many clear pieces and too many, in one section. So, I got like a sunlight window here with the clear PVC piece, and then on the back end, I have 3 pieces. And I'm actually gonna get another one because I want a double window here, or a double sunlight, like this one here. And then I got one here, and then I got one there. I got one there because Corky tends to kind of chill right there, and I want him to get some light if he don't feel like going out. And then this one, Star seems to chill about in this section. But I got the roof, the entire roof on the barn just about done. I need probably about 6 more pieces to finish out this roof, but I really do like it. I like the look of it. In a couple of spots like here, I had a couple short pieces that I got off, took off, and then put back on. So I had to, just kind of do a little patchwork just to make it a little bit longer till it reaches right here. And I was able to do that there. But other than that, if I would have bought 12-foot pieces, I would have had to wait for them to ship. And they were talking about 3 to 4 weeks out to ship. And so I just grabbed 8-foot pieces and made it happen. Did what I had to do. Now I gotta get these horses up out my feed shack. Hey, get up out of here. So I got the entire thing done. Added some more rafter boards up. Because, we just needed it. And I told you once I do the roof the right way, I put them up. So I got them up. And we have the 2x8, and then we have 2x6s and 2x4s. But nice overhang all the way across the front. All these metal pieces, I'll pick them up tomorrow. I'm tired at this point. I've been here since about 7 o'clock this morning, and it's roughly 4:30, 5 o'clock now. Good overhang all the way across the back. All the way across the back. So with this here, I'm actually curling it up like this. It's going to add more ventilation back through this section here, right behind it. But then I'm going to be taking some flashing tape and going and taking a flashing tape to the top of this and to the board and running it that way, unless I decide to go ahead and just get more of this and just run it all the way up. But it'll be of the tan color, so you don't really see the wood over there. But I got all these old roofing pieces that I'm going to pick up tomorrow when I come back, and just kind of tidy up some and chill out. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow. Got to put that piece of wood back up. I mean, just a couple little things. But the main objective for today was to get that main roof done and the half of this roof, and I got a little more than half of the back roof done. So when we get that rain starting tonight, tomorrow, which is Sunday, and then Monday and Tuesday, my horses will be nice and dry now. Nice and dry, good overhang on both sides now. Tomorrow, if it's not raining too heavy, I'm going to be taking the header board. I don't know where I'm looking down, but it's a 2x8 header that we're going to run on this side or up at the top. So I'll be getting that. Man, it's like stink bugs everywhere. Probably be getting that on tomorrow. The other thing that I was thinking about when I put this up is, I was like, oh man, cool, I can see the lights on, but my horses don't have light on the inside. But I think because of this skylight, I think I'll be able to hang this here and give the horses some light. So let me go ahead and get that done, and then I'm getting out of here for the day. They got their feed block, they got their hay in here. I'm getting ready to pick up the bedding material. We're not going to use straw in here at all. I have a different setup that I'm going to run with their bedding, and we'll talk about that once I start to do it.
Where it doesn't cost more to get.
8th. Traffic and weather on the 8th, riding along with Mary DePapa in the traffic center.
All right, we give you the little tidbits, slippery when wet and all the nonsense. Be sure if your wipers are on, all your lights are on. And it is slippery in some locations, especially to the south of Boston. Watch for the fog. That said, incidents are down for now. We do have 395. The dash is northbound. You'll hit the brake as you round the curve toward the 14th Street Bridge, finding the left lane and the exit ramp to the George Washington Parkway, exit 10 block. But that's it. If you're heading south, you're golden. The Easy Pass Express on 95 and 395 pointing northbound on an early Sunday, if ever need be. 66 holding its own without major issue in the roadway. Again, watch to the west. We got a lot of wet pavement and some denser fog in those secondary roadways. The Beltway doing okay. That is both in Virginia and in Maryland. Now on the Maryland side, the outer loop near 450, there was some type of incident. Watch for
All right, let's go put the bucket away. There's the horses. There's the horses. There's the horses. Here's the feed shack. Whew. All right. Feed shack. I had to go pick them up some hay. Just still ain't placed my final order yet. Pretty much trying to make sure everything's straight. But I got one more thing I got to do before I leave here. But look at that. See how that door fit? See how the door fit? And then look. Yeah, gotta go get my lock put on here to keep them out. All right, so the feed shack has been done. The door is now finished. I got the lock that I wanted to run with. It's on. It's sturdy. And that's how we rock it. But over here, yeah, transformation, huh? And it's still nowhere near done. I got one more thing I got to do here. I got to put my board back on. It's laying down there. I got to put it back on over here because I was going to take the metal all the way up on this side, but I got a very specific way I want to do this side, and it's going to be done that way. I'm not going to shortchange myself because I put this much time and effort and work into it. But there you go, man. People were asking about what you're going to do for the wintertime when it comes to, you know, the horses and snow and things like that. So there you go. There you go. Boom. But for now, I'm gonna leave it open. For now, I think both of them are supposed to go down now. This one goes up. Well, I'm gonna leave it open. I'm gonna come up with a different idea too on how to keep it open like that. But yeah, anyway, there you go. Have the windows made, the window covers, doors, whatever you want to call them, they're made. I got my piece of metal on the back, on the bottom, like I want. Up here, we're gonna do wood. Yeah, we're gonna do wood, and I gotta put some vents somewhere. And I'm gonna kick myself because I didn't take the other vent off. I just thought about it. On the back end of the building. Boom. Total metal. I didn't trim it up. I was fighting with rain, racing with rain. I didn't trim it up as good as I could, but you know, I can push this up and do so if I wish. But I am going to do it here. It's like a couple pieces like here, like this, that I'm going to push up the side and put it on, trim it up a little bit more, and then just let it come back down. The other thing that we're doing with this is that back end, that extra big overhang, we're actually just gonna wrap it. And I'm gonna wrap it down and I'm gonna screw it down, boom, 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 boom. So it's gonna be a full wrap, watershed wrap there. Now, before anybody say anything, oh, your piece is sticking up. See, there you go. You see it? It's sticking up. This here. It's so I can wrap it. It's gonna be wrapped around. But I gotta finish trimming this up the correct way because it's, you know, different sizes. It's gotta go straight line and knock that out. But I knocked out the main portion of it, which was getting the sheet metal up on the back of this thing. And boy, doing it by yourself, doing all this by yourself, it's a big ass job. All right, so I got all my old roofing pieces all over the place. I got them there, I got them here. I'm going to be starting the next project in about 2 weeks. As of next week, I'm just going to come up here. I need to get back on the maintenance of the grounds. As you can see, everything's like really overgrown, but I got to get back on the maintenance of the ground. So that's all next week. That's all I'm going to do next week and close this up. I'm still not sure what I want to do. I'm not sure if I want to do lattice or not. But I got this metal, and on this side of the building, it's going to be metal all the way down, and I might end up doing 2 rows of the metal on this side of the building. To be honest with you, if I got enough, I might just go ahead and close it all the way up. But it's going to definitely go all the way down with 1 layer at least. All right. But there you go. This footer is totally done all the way up the correct way. The other one, it's got to buy more boards. You know, these overhangs, not sure if I'm gonna trim them up or I'm going to construct something to kind of hold them up and put like a couple flower buckets or something here to put marigolds in during the summertime, just to keep mosquitoes down and, you know, add beauty to the side of the building. But yeah, there you go. There's the side of the building. That's done. All right, that's out finally. And then bam, there you go. I wanted more light, man. I definitely wanted more light in here, and I think I achieved my goal. It is a very cloudy, rainy day, and it is still good light in here. And that's what I wanted. I didn't want darkness all in the back. I didn't want darkness up there, but it's a good mix of sun, of light and shade in the back. I put the PVC stuff down on the inside as a footer just to get around off of to keep stuff off of my boards. I'm going to actually do it this whole back end. I'm actually going to do that because it is a little bit deeper and then up here a little more shallow than up here, where up there it's going to be, you know, up against the actual outside footer. And here it's not, and there's no footer on the back of the building. It's just that sheet metal all the way down with 2 inches down into the ground. All right, except for right there behind that one where I'm going to make my PVC hole to snake water out if I need to drain or do anything spray wise down in here. But yeah, I went and got some of that pellet bedding, put that down. We had a lot of water in here because of the roof not being done right with all that rain that we got. But hey, what can I say? I had to do something. All this hay, I'm going to get all this old hay out. Corky started to just rip hay out of the damn feeder. I don't know why he does that. And just drags it all the fuck around. Excuse the language, all around. But yeah, I don't know why he does that. What is this? Ah, boy. So yeah, next week is total 100% maintenance. Get all this old hay out of here, and then get more of the bedding, the pellet bedding, some barn lime, some more shavings, and just get me a very good solid layer back there. That section over there, that's probably about 4 bags of the pellet stuff, 3 bags of the fine shavings, just to try to soak up some of that water that was back there. And I think it's going to do its job. Over here, it's only like a bag of the pellets and a bag of the shavings. So that gave me a good idea of actually how much I need to actually put in. So let me go close this window real quick, and then we'll go on the inside and check it out. And then I got to go. All right, so the window's closed. Still, huh? Boom. There you go. But the building still has great ventilation. You know, I don't want to close all of this up. I need to make sure we got good airflow through here. I might put a piece of metal down on the bottom. I'm not sure about up here, but on that side of the building, like I said, it's definitely coming. That is the western side of the building, and most of our winds in Virginia comes from the west. So that's going to, you know, be a great barrier for them. And then still got to figure out what to do with that. I might leave that open, some type of vent. I got to. I don't know what I'm talking about. I might. As you can see, I don't I done blocked that in. Man, doing shit by myself, sometimes I forget to take things off or whatever, but that's not going to be an issue. Just leave it there. Get vents there. I need to get vents to put there, and I'm going to put another vent there. So when we get our westerly winds, it'll come in, kind of circulate, and go on out the other side. But yeah, that's all we got. That's all we got. Man, this is so dope. I'm going to get another post and put it about here. I'm going to put that post about here. That way I can take this down. And this will be supporting that as well. That would be supporting. And just do a board across. Man, this is how we looking. We looking good. We looking good. We looking good. Looking good. I'm getting there. Ain't I? I'm getting there. All right, yes, I got my board back on, and there you go. I got it on right, but I'll do it next time. Yeah, I got it on right. Oh no, I hit it. There we go. So when I come back, you know, a little bit of maintenance and just getting footage real quick. You know, I'll figure out what I actually want to do around the window, and we'll start working on that. I have the piece to finish that side, the right wing, but I buried it underneath probably about 15 of those, and those are heavy. I do it later. That's scary. Leave my speaker. Leave my speaker. But yeah, I need my barn line, dry all this out really good, start getting my bedding down. And that's just the base layer of bedding. I just wanted to see how it works. It's pellets and it's shavings. I'm gonna do a pellet shaving combination, stay away from the straw. Pellet, shaving, sawdust, kind of mix. So I'm gonna run with. We'll discuss that as I begin to build it. And then I got 4 bags of sand on the very bottom there. If y'all watch the other video, 4 bags of sand on the very bottom. But anyway, just getting this damn lock. A simple lock, that's all you need. This is an old dog leash, puppy leash. Lock. I mean, anytime a leash break, I keep all these things. They're so useful. But boom, I can do it one-handed. And there you go. This motherfucker's dope, man. Love how that door fit, man. Oh man, I went too far right there. It's all good though. I gotta add some wood to the back of it and fill it in. That's what I'm talking about, Joe. I'm getting there. So somewhere about here. I gotta make it on sleds though. Somewhere about here. It's gonna be my round bell feeder. But let me get home. It's fried fish tonight, collard greens, mac and cheese, cornbread. You okay, Super? So I'm trying something different. Somebody suggested I should try a troughed with the slow feeder bag over top of it with hay in it. So I'm gonna give that a go, see how that works. All right, I came out here on this Friday, man, just to do some maintenance on the grounds. Like I said, I've been neglecting the ground so daggone much. You know, trying to get this barn done before winter, and trying to get that feed shack done so we can get hay and stuff inside that feed shack. I neglected everything else, but I went ahead and I got a lot of cutting done. I also created this thing to do some dragging. Just looking at some posts off of Facebook and, you know, Instagram and Twitter of other farmers and homesteaders and how they come up with cool, innovative ways to do things without having to buy the equipment. So I took a few ideas and put them together, and it worked. You know, I did a lot of the dragging. As you can see, it just smooth over all the poop. And really spread it out, you know, so it's like self-mulching, self-fertilizing all over the place. Went ahead and got my board. I can't remember what that's called when horses go into a barn, but I went ahead and got my log for that. I used a log that I made a mistake cutting, like halfway, a little more than halfway. It's like somewhere about here. I made a mistake cutting, but I didn't cut all the way through it, and it still has a good maybe 5-6 inches. So I went ahead and said I'm going to use that here. I will get another log, which is actually laying back there, for here, and then I have those logs getting up off the ground, drying out a little bit more, and those logs are going to be the logs that I use for my extra pieces that I wanted to put on the inside there. But I went ahead and got this side completely done. I went ahead and put the metal all the way down on this side, so that's done. On the other side, hey Corky Butt, really super. Well, thank you for coming out at least. I went ahead and took another idea off of people. It's a video that I have that took before this. I was up there, had the camera up there just showing. someone suggested try putting it in an extra water trough and putting the slow feeder net on top of it. Well, I put the slow feeder net on another video, and Corky seemed to pull it off, but I readjusted it and it seemed to be working at the moment. All right. Also, what we did was I added a little more bedding to it. You know, this is going to be a process, and it's going to take a little bit of money to get it to where I really want it. Go ahead and get some hay, man. But I put some more bedding down. What I put down today, just to kind of help ward off some of the bugs, is cedar. So I'm going to get another maybe 2 or 3 bags of cedar, spread that down, get some more of the pellets. I need probably another 10 to 15 bags of the pellets to put down, and then some more of the pine shavings, the fine shavings to put down. I probably need 4 bags of that to put down, and once I get all that down, it should be a nice good layer in here. Okay, on the front here, I actually need to take something and trim it up a little bit, and then put something along the front here. I'll probably end up using some of that PVC roofing like I did over there, to just do that, make like a little splash guard. And but I actually need to trim it up a little bit more off the ground, because it seems like some of the pieces there on the ground have begun to rot out. I don't know how so quickly, but I'll take care of that tomorrow. So I got that done. Went ahead and, like I said, I thought I had more than I did. I only have 2 more short pieces of this corrugated metal, this style, to use. So I'll think about what I use that for. And like I said, I got a ton of those, and I'll probably start working on the feed shack tomorrow. Not feed shack, hay, round bell feeder shack thing. Just kind of paying attention to these windows. They're flexing, and just gotta kind of pay attention to that. I think it's with the heat. But I need to go ahead and finish out this section here, so it's closed on top and bottom, and then finish the extra little framework like I did right here on this side, and then this will be complete. We have a ton of rain, like I said, over the last week, and you know, it's completely dry in here. I'm happy, but it does look like some type of creature got up in here and pooped over there. It's probably a frog or something. But I have a way to take care of that from the outside. I'm going to be getting some 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch mesh, and you know, just kind of wrapping the corners that are exposed, so it still gets the airflow that I want, but it's just wrapped, so I don't have to worry about the critters. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I drug all over the place, all over, up and down the main field, drop seed down the main field, drop some more seed around in different locations, just drug, just broke up all the poop, to just use it as fertilizer where it is. You know, I did pick up a couple piles. So the new thing is, whatever piles are inside the barn, those are going to go over here to the compost, and then the rest of it, I might pick up like 1 out of every 5 loads and take it to the compost. But for the most part, I'm going to just start dragging. And when I got up here, because it's been so wet, it did smell, you know, but the smell has dissipated since I've drug it and spread it out amongst the lawn to do self-fertilizing. I mean, you can see it looks really clean over here now. But you know, this is where we're at, man. This is where we're at. Tomorrow I'll probably come out and do a little bit of shooting on Saturday. You know, since my family's at Great Wolf Lodge, I got a few days to myself, just to, you know, relax. I haven't did anything really pressing today. Just kind of cleaned up. Like I said, maintenance was the plan for today. But I'm definitely going to buy another water trough, another 110. So that seems like it's working. That's the smallest water trough out of all of them. That's a 50 gallon. So I think the 50 gallon is going to work for the inside, the north side shelter feeder. And then I will get another 110 to replace that one. So they have a total of 330 gallons of water dispersed throughout here. I have one here. I have one way up there in the woods, and then I'm going to bring another one and put it over here somewhere, just to continue on making sure they have enough water, enough feed, and shelter, and all that good stuff. All right, catch you on the next one. Oh man, it's been a long day today. Like I said yesterday, and now you can really see that I moved the car out the way. You can really see the vast scope of what we mowed and did maintenance on when it comes to grass and stuff. You can really see the scope of it. I'm going to start over here. I did a little bit of burning today. As you can see, it's starting to clear up a little more. Did a little bit of burning. I'll probably come out tomorrow and just do nothing but burning, to get that done. The log that I had here, I actually used it. The one that I was going to put down at the bottom, I actually used it for something different. So I'm gonna find another log for that there, and and take care of that. But today, I got my barn lime down, as you can see around on the edges, some of it. I completely cleared out all the bedding in here, got barn lime down all the way around, dried the ground up really good, and then put a total of 6 bags of, it was more than 6 bags. It was 6 bags of the pine, 4 bags of the cedar. I use the cedar up on that end more so than back here, even though it is mixed in. And then I have about 14 bags, 40-pound bags of the pellet stuff. I mean, as you can see, some of it still didn't, absorb water because I just got tired of waiting around. I had to get things done. But being mixed in, and the ground's still a little bit damp, all of that would take care of itself. Now down here at the bottom, I haven't trimmed it up yet. This was what I was talking about yesterday. I didn't like that, but I haven't trimmed it up yet. I'll do that tomorrow, and then tomorrow also I'll run the PVC bottom that I said I want to use to keep the moisture and stuff off of the wood for the front. Now on the outside of this thing, I went ahead and did a little more of the final touches in certain places. Remember that log that I had that was eaten up by ants on one end? Here you go. There you go. You can see it there. I used the good part of it to do that at the bottom, just to give the barn, more of the look that I'm looking for when it comes down to, getting this thing finished. But there you go. You can see really good the look that I'm going for. All right, got that cleaned up. Use some of these old posts. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Back here, I had to cut a tree down. Let me see if I can find it here. It's somewhere, it's to the left of that tree right there. Had to cut a tree down, but it is going to be one of the posts for the horse yard. So I went ahead and cut it to where I needed it. Now what we did with that tree is I got my round bell feeder. I wish I would have made it bigger, but I'm not even tripping. This will fit one 5 foot long by 6 foot deep, or the guy that I'm getting my stuff from, he has 4 foot wides by 5 foot rounds, so that would fit. This structure here is made all out of wood, other than the leftover metal pieces that I had from the old roof. Now what I ended up doing, that log that I had there and the log that I had there, I ended up using one of them. Well, this is the one big tree. These 2 pieces here came out of a log from way over there. And then the log that I had sitting there on the ground yesterday's footage, I actually split that and used it as rafters for the roof. Just very old school style rafters. Some of these logs that were around, just kind of hanging around, that I was going to use as posts. I'll get more posts. I got plenty of trees to cut down to use as posts. This is more important at the moment. So I got this up with the roof for my round hay bale feeder. Now this side piece here, we're actually going to trim that down. I'm not in a rush to do it at the moment, but it will be taken care of in the next couple of weeks. But it's on. That was my main objective, was to get it on. I need to pick up one more concrete paver to put up in that corner over there to get that post up off the ground. I'm not expecting any rain tomorrow, so it'll be just fine to allow me to go pick that up tomorrow and get that on there. All right, so we got a heck of a slope to this roof. I mean, it's to keep my round hay bale dry. My hay supplier that I'm going to be using is so close to me. I was thinking, you know, for these two horses, kind of, you know, just taking my time thinking how long it'd take. It'd probably take them about a month to eat it. And then once it gets down to where, you know, I need to take it out and the horses need a new bale, my guy's right down the road and he has plenty of hay. So he can run me up another round bale. But this is going to help in between me being here, me but not being here. Also in the wintertime, before we have heavy snow, I'll come and give them some extra feed, check on them, make sure the hay is good, make sure they have hay on the inside. And this is just, if I can't get back to them within a couple of days, this is just reassuring me that they have something that they can eat here, other than forage. It's plenty of forage. But it's crazy overhang. I do not care how this structure look. The structure is strictly for keeping my round hay bale dry. So, you know, I only had 3 more 10-foot pieces. So it's 1, 2, it's 3. And then I had a 8-foot piece. And I still got some 8-foot pieces all over the place. I probably have 10 more 8-foot pieces. But I wanted to get 10-foot pieces on here. So I had a good overhang on the back and a good overhang on the front. So the horses can, you know, stay dry. And then when we get goats, the goats can stay dry while they feed off the round bale. But here you go. This is what the inside looks like, you know. So we're going to get a paver for there. As you can see, I got a paver there, I got a paver there, and got a paver there. Just need one more there. And then what we're going to put on the ground here, I'll probably end up getting some gravel first. Maybe not, but I'm just going to use either a pallet, or I'm going to take a couple of the 8-foot ones and just put it on the ground, and that'll keep my hay off the ground, especially with this being about 2.5 inches. So what I can do is just get some 4x4 ground contact 4x4s, throw them in here, 3 of them, you know, whatever way, 3 of them, and then take an 8-foot piece and lay it in here, and then roll that hay right on top, and it's up off the ground as we need it to be. As far as clearing out this stuff would die down over time. I'm not worried about that. Other than that, man, we didn't do much of anything. Took care of the horses, had a little bit of fun. Kind of made it another relaxed day, not pressing at all. Watched some football while I was up here, you know, doing a little bit of maintenance on things. You know, just getting ready to take care of the next pieces or next part of the project. Now tomorrow, I use that board. I use the header board that I had extra right here, but it's all good. So I use my extra header board. This looks like it needs to come in. Now I can't even pick this bitch up. Only got super strength. Yeah, so, you know, this is my round hay bale feeder hut, you know, and it should keep the round bale dry. I might cut a small piece from over there and just lay it on top, or even the cutoffs from these two, just lay it on top to finish out the top the same length. But you know, this is what I did today, man. This was part of the task for today, was to get this accomplished, and I just kind of took my time all freaking day doing this. Split wood by hand, took the hammer, the axe and sledgehammer and some wedges and split wherever it wanted to split, and then got it up here. I did have to notch out a couple little spots, like I made a mistake here and then had to do it over here, you know, to make it work. Some notched out there. This one was fairly flat. This one was fairly flat. It was good to go. Fairly flat, good to go. Fairly flat, good to go. Now this piece here, A lot of people are going to say, oh bro, you shouldn't use that piece, it's rotting out. This is just where it still had some of the bark on it, and it's been laying on the ground almost a full year. So what I ended up doing, because this piece was actually 15 feet long, I cut off the edge, and you know, as you can see, it's good hardwood still in there. It's really close to the hardwood, and this is all hardwood here. This is all hardwood. So that runs all the way through, and then I even drilled into some pieces like this, you know, into pieces like this, and it's just really solid in there. And to be honest with you, at this point, if this thing was rotted and was going to break, by the time I got all this daggone weight onto it, and this thing would have broke. It would have broke, you know. As you can see, I had to have a couple cross beams. This was just to help me build the structure and get, you know, pieces up. But this came out of that piece that the ants were messing with, and I kind of just knocked away, you know, kind of just knocked away all of the bad part and got down to the good hardwood. And it was plenty of hardwood still left on this thing to use it, you know. And you know, I don't necessarily need this on here, but I might just leave it on here because it looks good. Yeah, you can see on this side too. You know, that's all still good wood. Yeah, here's another piece of it. You know, still a lot of good wood on it. So all these other little scrap pieces, I mean, I'll save them because I'll probably end up doing some more customization to that tomorrow. You know, just take it light. I did bring my shotgun. I didn't let off any rounds today, so that'd probably be the most thing that I do tomorrow. Let's just let off some rounds. But we have the barn, 96% complete. We have the round bale feeder hut thing complete. We have the feed shack complete. We have the horses eating good. Over here, I need to figure out where I'm actually going to put the vents. That's why I haven't closed that up on that side. That's why I haven't closed that up over there, and I haven't closed this up because I'm thinking I want to get maybe a 12 by 24, 12 by 18 vent, and just put that here to let the air escape from there. Same thing here. You know, it's good airflow right there, but on that other side, let me see if I can get the camera in there. There it is. Down there on that other side, might just put some vents there too. But I'm going to put a series of vents on this thing. They're peeing over in this corner over here. That's good to know. So I'm gonna get some older stuff for that. The net on top of the hay bale, that thing did not work for my horses at all. When I came here today, like most of the hay was out. I guess they got tired of it and just pulled it out of there and pulled out a ton of hay at the same daggone time. So I just took it off. If they keep it and eat like that, I'm good with that. But we'll actually be moving the hay into a smaller container over here and turning that back into a water bucket since I got this completed here. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for the day. I'm going home. I'm extremely tired. Been working my butt off, but man, I'm mad. I didn't let any shots off, man. Didn't let any shots off. Let me pull her down. Ugh. Didn't let any shots off, man. So I'll bring it back out tomorrow. I'll bring her back out tomorrow and let some shots off. Oh man. A second. Where's my zippers? Yeah. So I didn't let any shots off, man. This is my customized VR70, one of my favorite shotguns. You know, I had the shotgun for less than a year already and got well over 500 rounds through it. Got a prism scope on it. You know, just a very dandy gun. squirrel season's here, so tomorrow I might come out off there early and try to get some squirrels. We got quite a bit of squirrels back in there, and it's bow season, but I don't feel like using the bow or the crossbow right now. So yeah. Yeah, man. So other than that, man, this is how we're looking right now. Oh man, this is how we're looking right now. Got the barn, got the round bell feeder, and got my feed sack. And then, you know, because of the gas line, you know, we have an agreement with the gas line to give them a right of way. And after talking with him, and they came out, you know, it's a gas line that goes straight through right here where I'm standing, straight through. So I wanted to make sure that I kept enough space in between these two structures and kept that off the line enough to not be in the way of the gas line, so when they come out and do their thing, they can have a straight, clean shot to the gas line in their field of view. But they don't, like I told them, they don't have to worry about mowing down here anymore. This is my thing. This is my property now, and you know, we'll take care of it like we've been taking care of it. Other than that, man, I'll catch y'all on the next one. All right, came, did a couple final touches to this thing. Got a couple more things I actually need to do to it, but I can do that later. I know the structure's not gonna fall. End up putting some brace beams here on the side to hold his legs, to hold this leg, and then even in the back to hold this leg straight and this leg straight. All right. So when I come back, I'm actually going to be taking when I come back, I'm actually going to be taking some more cross beams, go from there to here, one from here all the way down. Same thing on the inside, from that top corner down, this corner down, and then come across there another way. I don't even know what the stuff's called, but anyway, cross beams. But this is the round bell feeder sacky thingy, or bubber. So my round bell feeder is done. More substantial than most of them that I've seen. Most of them are made out of 2x4s. This is what we got: 4-inch rounds, wedges, 6-inch, 8-inch, 6-inch. Smallest is 4-inch rounds, which are stronger than square boards any day. And there you go, feed shack, or a round beller hay feeder thing done.